Hey hair divas, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you coming through checking out this video. I hope that you enjoy it. A quick little introduction. My name is Aisha Amina. I am a naturalista. Under here my hair is up in twists. So what I've been doing is protective styles, and this crochet braids with Marley hair is one of the things that I've been doing lately. And the first time I did it, it came out great. This time, it just is a little bit shorter than the first time I did it. I don't care to have hair in the front, as in, you know, having bangs. It's just really not my thing. But I've been rocking it. It's been working out. And because I have a long, slender face, it works. And I get a lot of compliments, surprisingly. Even though I'm not 100% feeling this hair, I get compliments. It's been in for a few weeks. I think that maybe after the first week and it gets kind of worn in, it looks better. And it's been 3 weeks now since I've had this in, and I still get compliments. So maybe another week I'm probably gonna take it out and or redo it rather. It is on the cap, and I prefer to call it a cap than a wig. The reason is, I ain't got no real reason. I just don't like the word wig, me and my personal preference. I prefer to call it a cap or a unit, mainly a cap, because when you leave, you put it on. You come home, you take it off. It's like a cap. Anyway, in this video, you will see that I'm wearing a splint. I recently broke my arm last month, and I was going through recovery. I still am, but I'm a lot better because I'm not wearing a splint anymore. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. Till I see you again. Peace. Here are the things that you will need. Your mannequin head. This was purchased from Sally's for about $5 or $6. I have pins. I purchased this from Target, and I believe that was probably $3 or $4. Some perm curling rods, and I purchased this for, I think they were 99¢ a pack at my local beauty supply store. A wig liner cap that is mesh. A paddle brush. I know that it's pretty nasty, but of course I've been using it. And of course, and I am using Marley hair. Mine is in the number 2, and I purchased it for $4.99. This is an optional step. I'm trying this out actually for the first time, and all it is just Suave conditioner, and this is just to add a little bit of moisture. Some people use shea butter. I'm going to use conditioner, and hopefully it'll give it a pleasant smell. And of course, a crochet needle with a latch, and I purchased this from Walmart, and I got this years ago. You can purchase it for about a few bucks. What you are now going to want to do, after you have fastened the net to the mannequin with the pins, and I did this all the way around, the wave cap, or not wave cap, but the net cap that I purchased has an open top, so I'm going to tie that and cut off the excess. It is now tied, knotted, and the excess is cut off. And I'm going to comb out the hair starting from the end. I did cut the pack in half. Let me just say that. I did cut the pack in half, which leaves me, let me get another piece. When I cut the pack in half, the pack of hair, it leaves me with a blunt end. As you can see, it is not tapered like this end. This end is tapered. So what I'm going to do is just brush this out. And sometimes a lot of hair is lost when you're brushing it out, which is fine. It's just going to be one of the thinner curls. Now what I'm not going to do is brush it all the way through from this end. I'm going to leave this end because this is the end that I'm going to put onto the rod. And this is what it looks like brushed out. I'm going to hold this end. This just makes it easier to grab. Bring this around to hold that in place. And when I curl the hair around the rod, I'm going to do it in a twisting fashion. Any event that you have hair left over when you get to the end, or you have excess rather, you can always just push this down. It's a little bit difficult to do for me, being that I'm wearing a brace, but this is what it looks like after it's been wound around the wad. Now it's ready to go into water. Bring some water to a boil. Then you're going to add your rods into the boiling water. I am going to turn the pot off and then add my conditioner to the water. I'm going to let it sit in the hot water in which I add conditioner to. I'm going to let it sit for at least a couple minutes, and then I'm going to remove it, strain it, rinse off the excess conditioner, let it cool down for about 5 minutes, and then I can apply it to the lace cap. After it has been dipped into water, let it cool down, drain a little bit. Pretty much just slide this off here and begin to unravel. And then here is the end result of the girl. And when I put it onto my cap, it is going to be doubled up as such. So this is going to be the length. Going to put the latch through a couple of holes on the net. Put the strand of hair into the hook. Close the latch. Bring it through just a little. Just enough for this loop to come through. This is where I make the knot. And pull through. Here's the first one. I'm going to do another. You have your crochet needle. You have your strand of hair. You're going to put that down. Go through a couple of holes on the net. Let me bring that into frame. As such, here's the latch. You want that latch to be all the way through the holes. Then you're going to bring your piece of hair. You're basically going to layer it in half. Put it on the hook, close the latch, pull it through so that just this loop, can you see that loop? Just that loop comes through. Put your fingers through there, hold on to that loop, because you're going to pull this other end of hair through this loop. So this is what it looks like, and you're going to make a knot. Pull that through, and you're going to give it a little tug to tighten up that knot. There you go. And for the ends, I wouldn't stress about it too much. Like this is, I think this was my tip. That's not really curled. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to wound up shaping this hair to my face and to my liking. So don't worry about the ends until you're done.